Good afternoon. I'm Meteorologist Dave Warren here at CBS4 Weather Control. This is an update with the latest advisory from Tropical Storm Eta. Here it is. This is the 10 o'clock advisory. And what we have now is a storm which is crossing over Cuba and about to move into the Florida Straits. The pressure has not dropped much, if at all. The wind speed has barely dropped much. And with that lack of drop in intensity, it is now forecast to become a hurricane as it moves north and then turns to the west. So we now have hurricane warnings issued for the Florida Keys and the southern tip of the Florida Peninsula. Tropical storm warnings remain in effect inland. Hurricane watch along either coast. They're just to the north of the extreme southern portion of the Florida Peninsula. You can see with the track here, minimal hurricane as it turns to the west and passes by the lower Keys right there. This will be in 12-hour increments, so late Sunday to early Monday. And then from Monday night to Tuesday and Wednesday, it just sort of hangs out there in the Gulf of Mexico. The steering currents are lost, so a little uncertainty on what it does. It could move north or west, but it'll be staying out over water and just hanging out there for the next few days. This is the satellite and the recon data. It is going back and forth there right along the coast, getting measurements from the water, and you can see it's picking up the center of circulation there, which is now moving just north of Cuba here, so turning to the north and expected to move to the northwest. This upper level low here has now dropped to the south and is no longer cut off, so it's allowing Eta to turn to the west. And this is picked up by a number of the computer forecasts here. Pretty good agreement and a little shift to the west here. So looking more and more like the lower Keys. If it does even make it that far north, we'll see the impacts here overnight tonight and again tomorrow. So as far as the threats go, there's the new warning. Hurricane watch for Miami-Dade County and off the coast, mainland Monroe County under a hurricane watch, and just north of that we have tropical storm warnings. Expecting the tropical storm force winds to really start to pick up Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. To about 8 o'clock, we see those wind speeds turning, moving towards the lower Keys. These are tropical storm force winds, sustained over 40 miles an hour, maybe even some stronger gusts, hurricane force gusts possible close to the center of the storm, which will be to the south. Notice the wind speed, though, continues persistent onshore wind, so that'll lead to coastal problems there, especially Miami-Dade up through Fort Lauderdale, even into West Palm Beach. High tides 2 o'clock in the afternoon Sunday, 2 o'clock in the morning Monday. Could see some storm surge, especially there in parts of the lower Keys. Now, overnight Monday could be the worst of it. By Monday morning, the storm is moving into the Gulf, so from 8 o'clock, you'll see those wind speeds kind of move along with it and decrease as it continues to move off to the west. Here is the future weather computer showing these bands of very heavy rain extending well to the north of that storm center, so that'll continue to impact Miami-Dade, Broward County, even the lower Keys. That forecast of 990 millibars could lead to a minimal hurricane there with wind speeds just up to about 74 miles an hour. We have a flooding problem. There's been inches of rain coming down, flood warning in effect, 2 to 3 inches of rain over the last 12 hours, and now additional rainfall amounts on top of that could be as high as 4 to 6 inches in some areas. So flooding will be the main concern continuing Sunday, early Monday, and then into Tuesday. Keep it right here. We will have continued updates as new advisories come in. The next one will be 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon.